Good morning, moving vlog week 3, I believe. It is Monday at about, it's Monday at about 1 p.m. I will not lie to you. I did not know that it was that late in the day. Okay, so things are ramping up. We are officially less than 2 weeks out from our move, which is pretty exciting. But it just means the stress is ramping. Here's the thing. I'm discovering through this process, actually in the last year, I've discovered that I'm pretty type A, which to people who know me are probably like, yeah, bitch, we've been new. But for me, I'm like, oh my God, who knew? I'm like really particular. That's crazy. So I am going through like all of these lists that I've made and making sure that everything is kind of going as I need it to go. So this is a list that I made weeks ago, just like a master cleaning list. I'm obviously not going to get too into it yet because I'm still living here for 2 weeks and things can get messy again. But this is all the list of things that I need to like really, really deep clean or fix up. But then otherwise, this is... Wait, where is it? I could have sworn I made a big master list of just like things I needed to do. Okay, here we go. Moving to-dos. And actually on the other side of this little moving to-do list, I'm not super like spiritual and woo-woo and all of this stuff, but I do journal on occasion, and I have a journal entry from May 17th of this year that is actually like cool to look at in hindsight. I don't know, if you don't journal, I don't do it all the time, but I recommend, just almost as like a timestamp on where you're at in your life. And I think so often we get something and then we immediately are just like, okay, what's the next thing? And we keep moving onward. But when you write down where you are mentally at certain phases of your life, you can kind of pause where you're at now and be like, holy shit, everything that I have now that I'm taking for granted is everything I would have wanted, even like as recently as this year. May 17th, I wrote to myself, I've gotten pretty good at just hunkering down and pushing onward to get the things that I want. I guess it should come as no surprise to myself that I have a lack of patience, but sometimes it just makes this day-to-day living so bleak. So much time is spent inside my head ruminating, making plans, and pressing on, that I don't do a lot of living in the moment. I think that's how a lot of people feel, and frankly, it's just the nature of being a person with no money. Maybe I could be a stop and smell the roses type if I wasn't the type who didn't stop and check how much the roses cost by the dozen. The thing I'm pressing onward and ruminating about now is money. I would like my life a whole lot more if I could afford it. I like the progress I'm making at work. I like working hard. I like being trusted. I like gaining insight. I don't, however, like seeing my paycheck come and go like a flash in the pan. It's such bullshit that my friends who work way less in terms of raw hours make so much more. It's nothing I hold against them as people, but I feel myself starting to be hardened by the resentment I have about money. I work so hard, habitually, often 7, 14 days in a row without a day off. Work that physically tires my body. Work that is objectively, simultaneously challenging and looked at as menial. I'm too smart and too talented to constantly feel this exhausted. I am calling in abundance, and I claim it as it enters my awareness. I am trusting the universe to take care of me. I am smart, hardworking, and deserving of good things. I see the good in my life as I call in more good to join. Which is just cool, because now I'm about to move into an apartment by myself. And if you like look further back, I have a list of like what I was looking for in my apartment. Anyway, I just said that I wasn't super woo-woo, but that kind of was. I don't know, it's just cool. It's gonna be a really good week. I feel it in my bones. I get very easily overwhelmed by clutter, and I hate when things are messy, and I'm just trying to have grace with myself and the situation and just remind myself that that is par for the course when you move. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. In 2 weeks' time, this will all be a non-issue. Hello, it is Tuesday evening at like 7:30. I just finished one of my favorite activities that I do minimum twice a week, spin class. So now I'm gonna go do another one of my favorite activities that I do minimum twice a week, go to Target. The main objective of today's visit is things for Harry. When I say things for Harry, I mean I'm going to the Harry Styles concert on Saturday. If you know me, you know I'm like not emotionally equipped. I've had these tickets for literally over 2 years. So I need to get a mixer to make a little cocktail that I want to make for my friend Katie and I when we pregame the show. I want to make Jello shots. Am I 26 or am I 16? I don't know, I think it'll be fun, and I'm gonna theme them to some of his song titles because that's normal. And then I also want to get a little, like a bitchy little mini bag. The venue only will let you bring in a bag that's under 11 inches long or 9, something like that. And I just think that a little like teeny tiny purse would like make the outfit I have in mind look super cute. What I really want is a mini Telfar bag, but if you know anything about those, that's not just something I can like get whenever, and I always miss the drops. So, but for now, I'm just gonna figure out like what Wild Fable has for me to carry my vaccine card in my phone, and that's about all a bitch needs. Okay. Okay, let's do a quick Target haul, but first, let's have a chat. I actually don't like this ankle. Hang on. That's even worse. View of my crotch. Awesome. Okay, that works. I just got back from Target and I want to show you what I got, but I also want to have a quick convo. I think most everyone who's going to stumble upon this will feel the same way I do, but I was just minding my business, getting what I needed to get. I was walking down this one aisle that was like kind of tight, and this guy was trying to like get around me, so I like scooted my cart over and I was like, oh, sorry. Like, oh, wait, can I actually ask you a question? And I was like, okay, sure. That was my first mistake. And he was just like, well, I just first of all wanted to let you know, you're very attractive. Like why are men, you know? My new mantra, maybe it shouldn't be a mantra, but a new thing that I'm trying to really think about and be intentional about is like, I'd rather someone thinks I'm a bitch than someone is unclear about what I meant. Like, I would rather tell someone exactly what I'm thinking and be honest and like flex my confrontation muscle, which is hard, than be meek or unclear. Because I know that I personally hate it when I receive like mixed signals from someone, or like someone doesn't tell me exactly how they're feeling. And I also know that when I don't tell people how I feel, or like if their behavior isn't appropriate, I later regret it. So I'm proud of myself because I just was like, okay, you don't need to be telling women that while they're literally just trying to shop. And I started walking away and he was like, no, wait, I just had a quick question for you. And I didn't even look back. I was like, nope, that's inappropriate, thanks. And I don't know, it's just like, it sucks because I know that like every woman watching this has like had an experience like that. And it's like on the like iceberg of sexual assault, it's like just the tip. It's not even just the tip, lol. Gross, guys. It's like, it's such a micro thing, but it is still just like infuriating. And then it just made me like on edge for the rest of my Target trip. And then I was like having a nice time and like taking my time looking at stuff, but now I just want to leave and go back to my house. I hate that like my instinct was like, I want to like complain to my mom or my aunts about this. And like nothing against them, but like generationally the response would be like, oh, he was just putting himself out there. Like, oh, it was probably, it's like you can't even talk to a pretty girl anymore. Like, wow, that's so sad that like you guys don't meet in person anymore. That's why you have to use dating apps. And it's like, I don't care what that took out of him. I don't care if he had to be brave to do that. He can right off. I'll chop his off right here at aisle 9. And second of all, like, there's just, it's not the right context, you know? Like, we are lucky to be able to have like nightlife and dating apps and like other contexts where you can like put the vibe out that you're interested in like flirting or meeting new people or like going home with someone. And Target is not the f***ing place for that. And like, I know people are gonna say, oh, if he was hot, it'd be different. It doesn't matter. It literally does not f***ing matter. And like, yes, pretty privilege exists, but it does not extend so far as like, oh, if you're hot, you can just like go up to women and like try to pick them up in the snack aisle. You can't. It doesn't matter. I don't think anyway. And like, not to get all riled up about this, because I know it's like such a minute thing in the grand scheme, but it all adds to the same pressure cooker of just like women being uncomfortable in public spaces, especially alone. I don't care if you're a Greek god. I never go up to a woman and just lead with like, I couldn't help but notice you're very attractive. Hello? For argument's sake, I'm not saying that like men can never speak to me in public. I kind of am saying that. But for argument's sake, like, sure. If you think the vibe is right, if you think it will be well received, if you find someone attractive, you can lead with a, hello, how's your evening going? That's it. There is literally never an opportunity to just like unsolicited tell a woman that she's hot. Because we also own mirrors. Like, anyway, all this to say, I got a bunch of stuff at Target and I'm going to show you now. The first thing I got was this OXO, who knows, shower scrubber. I saw something like this on TikTok and I'm really excited about it. It extends all the way out so that you can really, really deep clean your tub without having to get like on your hands and knees and like reaching out into all of the crevices. So I really, really hope this works. I don't even want to know how much money I spent on cleaning supplies in the last month. I literally have been capable of going to Target and not getting snacks to eat on the ride home. So I got some cheddar sour cream potato chips. Whatever. We're all trying to unlearn like assigning positive and negative value to snacks, right? But I do feel a little guilty that I bought that and I ate as much as I did on the way home, especially because I also got peanut M&Ms, but they just were calling to me. And every so often, you just need a little treat. I unfortunately give myself little treats so often they're not special, but whatever. Speaking of little treats, I got Star-Crossed on CD. Hi, it's me, the person who is solely responsible for keeping the CD industry alive. You probably walk by the CD display at Target and you're like, who buys those? I do. I love buying CDs and I love having my CD collection. I'm not a vinyl girl. I grew up on CDs. I love my CD collection. As you saw in the last vlog, I genuinely use my CD player. So excited about this. It was only $12 too. That's the other thing. Vinyl is an expensive collection. CDs, much less of a dent on your wallet. The disc itself was in my car because I immediately started listening to it on the ride home. Next thing is some fruit fly spray because there's fruit flies everywhere. I don't know why. Then I just got some disinfectant wipes. I figure as I'm cleaning this place, I will need a roll of these, right? And then the last stuff is all the stuff I got for Harry. So the first thing, this is the little bag that I got. Isn't she cute? It's a little like... This is from the brand A New Day. It was on clearance. It was the only one they had, and it was $10. And this is quite literally my favorite color, this like baby yellow. I did get Jell-O. I don't know if I'm gonna end up making Jell-O shots because it is just me and one other person, but Jell-O's literally 99 cents, so I figure just in case I want to make them. What I'm really excited about is this cocktail that I have fashioned in my brain. I'm sure it exists elsewhere in the world, but I'm calling it watermelon sugar. I'm very creative. So I got watermelon juice and then watermelon sparkling water. And then I'm just gonna mix those with vodka. I guess you could also do tequila, but I have some Tito's in my freezer. So that would certainly be the cheaper option. And then, you guys, I'm excited about this. This makes me feel like I got this idea off of Pinterest. I swear this came from my own noggin. I got sparkling sugar for watermelon sugar. So this is gonna go around the rim. And then, as little garnishes, I got the little watermelon gummies. Is that not so fucking cute? We love it. Okay, that's what I got at Target. Men are trash, in conclusion. Go team.
Ugly check. It's Friday. The last time you heard from me, it was Tuesday. Nothing exciting has happened between then and now. My room is an absolute mess, but it's Harry Eve, baby. Today, I need to go to the hardware store, which there's actually a hardware store walking distance from me that is actually like kind of fun. I kind of like it. Am I a jock? I had to change. It was way too hot outside. I was dripping in sweat. Please do not perceive this part of my body. Thanks so much. After going to 4 different locations, I found a version of the cups that I wanted. I got these little baby solo cups. You guys know the kind that I wanted, the little like short and stout. They almost look like sauce containers. Those little like clear cups. These will work for the Jell-O shots, so that's fine. And then this certainly was not part of the assignment. I literally have a disease where I can't leave the house without spending $30. So let's make these Jell-O shots and see how many we get out of it. I'm gonna start with lemon just because I'm gonna use the same bowl and spoon. And the cherry is gonna dye everything red, so I figure I'll start with the lighter color instead of vice versa, you know? If you've never made Jell-O shots before, first of all, when's your 14th birthday? I'll send you a card in the mail. Second of all you do is follow the instructions for Jell-O, but instead of the cold water, you sub in vodka. So I'm gonna do that while I watch the remainder of the LuLaRoe scam docuseries on Amazon. It's fantastic. Did I need to make 24 Jell-O shots? Perhaps not. These ones might get nasty because I wanted to do lemon over ice, and I thought the little sprinkles looked like little ice cubes. It might melt and look nasty tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Okay, great. I'm gonna try to not black out at the Harry Styles concert. You can't see, but we're on the way to Harry. Great.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Good morning. It's officially moving week. Can you believe it? I had a really good weekend. Saw Harry, finally. So now I'm depressed. Yesterday, my new landlord to be, texted me and told me that if I wanted to, I could go walk around the empty apartment and see if there's anything that needs to be repaired before I move in. And other than just painting, which he offered to do, and steam cleaning the carpets, we're in really good shape. I filmed a video for my family group chat, but I figure I can repurpose some of that and include it here. Disregard the fact that I filmed it in portrait mode. Not portrait mode, but portrait up and down. I filmed it up and down. So yeah, that's where I'll leave this week's moving vlog. Hello, here's my apartment. I can't move in until next week, but the landlord just texted me and said it's empty if you want to come walk around and take measurements and stuff. So this is what you see when you walk in. This is the living room. This is it with the lights off, and it gets a lot of natural light, which I'm very excited about. This is the hall closet that is so deep. I feel like this was the size of my dorm room in college. Hardwood floors in here. It has a recessed
recessed, is that what it's called? Has overhead lighting in the living room, which is nice. And then this is my kitchen. Lots of storage, which is wonderful. An oven, can you believe? Haven't had one of these in 3 years. And then yet another big closet that's super deep. Lots of storage. This is the hallway. Bathroom. Nice, nice. Hello. And then the bedroom. Again, this is it with the lights off, and it has overhead lighting, which is really, really nice. And then yet another big closet.